Hey, my dreamers. This is James Burton. I'm one of the Scatter Comic Books creators, and I work on The Battle of Nod and Damage Incorporated. Both are great books. You can check them out at angrybrainartworks.com. But I wanted to share a little bit about storytelling and how how important it is to me, as well as something even more important than that. I've been storytelling since I was literally a toddler, and it's a process. It's something that you develop over time. It's something that you learn over time. It's You're always learning, and if you're always learning about something, you have to kind of admit that there are masters and people that can teach you things. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about the principle of less is more today. Less is more meaning, if you're that guy who is creating something like a huge book, well, maybe that being your first book is a bad idea. A lot of times when you're writing down a story, you have to learn to cut certain things out so that it flows better. You have to learn to cut what's important that you can't cut, and you have to learn where to cut so that the story is able to make sense. Now, Tyler James has a great podcast called The Comics Launch, a podcast I love. I listen to it like God for years. That thing has been my go-to. But one of the concepts he has in it is that it's better to be clear than it is to be clever. Now, he was talking about marketing, but in it, that applies to a lot of things. See, creators have a lot of trouble, myself included, that marketing is harder than storytelling. And it is, because we spend a lot more hours learning to tell those stories. But when it comes to all things, it is better to be clear than clever. I met a first-time creator the other day who is working on his first project. He's really proud of it, and he's very talented. I can't wait to see him finish it. And he's got like 40 finished pages. That's great. Have you done anthologies? Have you done, small ones? And he's like, no, this is my first one. There's 6 pieces. I was like, wait. How big is each piece? And he said it was like 90 some odd pages each piece, and it's 6 chapters. Now, there's space in the world for huge projects like that. There is. But those projects really come after you learn how to tell the story. And the same principle applies out to everything that we do. When it comes to storytelling, that skill goes into a lot of things, because marketing, that's kind of really what it is. It is effort, it is contacting people, it is networking, it is reaching out, it is all those things that creators hate. But one of the core principles is to communicate clearly and to get people excited about your passion and the rest of that. And you can't do that if you're confusing them. You can't do that if it's something that's so complicated and out there that it's a little bit before it's ahead of its time. You really got to build trust with the people that are able to back you. So I just wanted to put it out there that I really appreciate what Tyler did by putting out that message, and today it really hit home for me. It's better to be clear than clever. Good message. Good message. All right, so everybody, thank you so much for your support for that last Kickstarter. I am in the middle of getting everything printed. The edits have come back. We made some changes, and I tried to make sure absolutely that it was the clearest and simplest and best storytelling I've done so far. And I'm super excited about the next book, which is Nod 3. I just finished it. It's at the editor right now. He sent me back some notes, and I'm making changes. And we haven't gone over it more than once, but it's great. I really enjoyed doing it. It's got all this energy. It's got a lot of emotion, and it feels really good to get those things out of me. For once, I'm feeling great about being a storyteller. I'm feeling great about being an artist, And it's a big change to feel that way after just a few months I was laid pretty low. So it's you guys who helped me feel that way, and I really appreciate it. So thank you. All right, dreamers, have a good week.